I love Edmond. Yes, I do. I love Edmond. How about you? I'm Natalie Bratton with Remax First, and this is episode number 3 on things to know about living in Edmond, Oklahoma. Let's go. If you like walking and biking and doing things in the great outdoors, we're not too bad here in Edmond. Just to the east of Edmond is Lake Arcadia. Lake Arcadia has 26 miles of shoreline, and it is a great lake for hiking trails, boating, fishing. There are designated beaches and swim areas, and there's plenty of campsites. There's a mini disc golf course. So if you like camping and RVing, if you like just getting out on the lake but not having to go too far, it's literally like 3 miles from my house. So if you like to do that and you don't want to take a long weekend away, you can just drive over to Lake Arcadia. There's plenty of boat ramps and campsites for you to stay at. Even though the average age of people who live in Edmond is 35 or older, we do have 2 large universities here. We have the University of Central Oklahoma, and we have Oklahoma Christian University. So we do have a lot of young college students running around, keeping us young. We do have a few music venues in Edmond, so you don't always have to drive into the city for a little culture. UCO, the university, has a jazz lab connected with Hideaway Pizza, which is a local pizza joint, and they have a lot of concerts. Famous jazz musicians come into town and play there, as well as the professors from UCO, and a lot of local well-known artists here play at the UCO Jazz Lab. We also, just north of Edmond, have the Armstrong Auditorium, and lots of worldwide, musicians and ballet companies come in and perform at the Armstrong Auditorium. But again, just 20 minutes into town, and you can be at the Oklahoma City Civic Center or the Convention Center, where we have the Thunder Games. And just all the stuff that's in downtown Oklahoma City is just a mere, just a short drive away. We like to eat here in Oklahoma, and Edmond is no exception to that. We love to go out and eat. And while I wish I had tried all the new hipster restaurants in Oklahoma City, I often don't venture very far from my house. So there are lots of great restaurants. There is a brewery in Edmond. There's some really cool privately owned, individually owned restaurants here, not just chains, and all different kinds of food. There's several Mediterranean restaurants. There's several Asian restaurants, and plus all the burger joints and chicken joints, and even a really nice French cuisine restaurant. So you don't have to go very far to have a nice meal. Let's see, some cool things about Edmond. We have a Route 66 goes through Edmond. So if you are doing the journey across the country on Route 66, I live right off Route 66. So I get my kicks a lot on Route 66. And Route 66 runs right by Lake Arcadia. Every spring, we have the Edmond Arts Festival. It was canceled in 2020, like everything. Hopefully it'll be back next year. But we take a lot of pride in our arts festival. It's fun. It's 2 or 3 days, and there's food trucks, and a lot of local artists and artists from around the country come and sell their work. And a lot of local musicians play, and it's just a great time to get out in our town. We also have a bank here in downtown Edmond called Citizens Bank, and they host one weekend a month something we call Herd on Herd. Herd is the street name that it's on in downtown Edmond, but there is a Saturday night each month from like March through October where there are food trucks and vendors, and there's live music, and they just invite everybody in Edmond to come hang out for a few hours and be social and have a good time. And we haven't been able to do it much this year, but it's just a great family atmosphere and fun for everyone. For more information on Edmond, Oklahoma, check out the first 2 videos in this playlist. I post a video every Friday, so come back next week for episode number 4. See you soon.